Hello and welcome to heliosblog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. Today, Patrice O Neal discusses first dates. Let's get into it.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Here's what I don't like. And I'm very honest with it. If I'm hanging out with a girl, I don't like can't fucking. I don't mind not fucking. I don't like we can't. I don't like a bitch putting a stipulation on fucking, like making fucking more important than my time or this food. Like
I agree. No, that's exactly right. Because what it means when she says we can't is that she believes that she's more valuable than you. And if she believes that, you're never going to have any success. She sees you as a beta male.
I asked the girl, I said, look, let's mess around a little bit. We're attracted to each other. She said, well, I don't really have casual sex. So I said, well, I don't really have casual conversations, bitch. So
literally,
why is your casualness less important than your casualness? It's not.
That's right. Exactly. She's putting herself above you when she's doing that. It's true.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is not caveman. It's just being honest. How many bitches do you hang out with?
I'll be honest with you.
Is it funny as your friends?
I've never gone out on a date with a girl where I didn't want to fuck.
Thank you.
Exactly.
It wasn't like, hey, this is great. You know, I'll see you again. Maybe we'll go to the theater next week.
Maybe we'll play chess.
I've wanted to. Yeah.
You want to fuck.
But there have been nights where you didn't fuck and you had a good time.
You didn't fuck, but it was better than can't fuck. Like she didn't go.
Right.
She didn't go. Listen, I don't know what this is about.
I don't do that on the first date. I don't do that on the second date. But what it actually translates to is I don't do that with you.
Exactly.
Give you the speech about how you're not gonna fuck.
Right.
But we never give a speech about, hey, you're not gonna have dinner. Hey, listen.
That's right.
I don't want this to be about dinner and movies. I just want this to be about, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not a caveman.
I usually don't make the move until it's a short thing. Like, I'm a fucking, I'll be like on the campaign trail.
And how much investment did you do until then?
I'll do some investing and stuff, but I'll make sure it's a short thing, and then, you
either got to hold them up or hold them down.
And
yeah, that's not a bad strategy. Although usually what that means is that the girl feels that you're hyper invested in her, which makes her less attracted to you. So my stance on this is, what you do is your first date is coffee or a walk, and if she doesn't want to go on that kind of date, she's not interested in you. And you have bedroom fun with her on the second date. So the first date, you just, walk and talk, whatever. You get to know her. You make sure she doesn't have crazy red flags. And then on the second date, you invite her to your place. Maybe you cook something. And Bob's your uncle.
And I'm not gonna invest if I know I'm gonna get turned down.
Opie, I'm into this.
I agree entirely. You don't invest if you think you're gonna get turned down. That's right. Certainly, you don't invest in something like the friend zone or anything like that. But you could invest an hour or something. And if it turns out she's not interested, well, you didn't waste much time. You can just excuse yourself, right? All right. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all for notifications. Drop me a donation, like Hunter M, Adrian on Tom M. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Go to my Patreon and subscribe. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. Okay, shilling is done. Let's continue.
Square thing like you. See, I'm not in disagreement with him. My philosophy about it is that, okay, if the game is money, if you're with some hooker and she wants money, I give her money so she don't have to worry about thinking about it, because I equate how she feels about money to how I feel about pussy. I really am going to be thinking about
fair exchange.
Right, my behavior is always contingent not on whether this bitch thinks we're gonna be friends, but whether or not she's gonna stay liking me enough to fuck me. That's the relationship.
Yeah, the way I see it is this: my good behavior is contingent on how I'm treated. If you're treating me well and being fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, and bedroom fun loyal, if you're doing those things, then you get my good behavior. I give you the world. If you're not doing those things for me, if you're not being how you're supposed to, then I'm already 1 foot out the door. I'm already considering ending the relationship. Should it continue, then I will end the relationship.
The money is laid out, that decision's made, everything's done.
She got what she wanted.
Right.
Now if you're having sex with a woman, or if you're not having sex with her, you're waiting around, sitting around on some weird behavior, hoping that she makes a decision. And then what it is they hold out on it, and they keep you hostage, and they do this and do that.
That's right.
So that maybe they force you to like them. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing about it. That's the part I don't like is that pussy is fucking above. Really, sex is more important to a woman because it's harder to satisfy a woman than it is a guy. We'll stick our dick in any hole and basically go jerk off, fuck a candle, or whatever the fuck a guy do. But for a woman to have a good orgasm, that's a talent that you have. It's more important that our sexual part of it is more important than theirs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tired of being.
We're pretty much one moving part.
Yes.
When the women need all kinds of gadgetry being, pulled and manipulated. And
never bought pussy ever?
Nope.
You ever bought pussy?
I could honestly say never.
Never bought pussy?
Never went to it. First of all, back in the day, going to a hooker meant some fucking chick was gonna spit a razor blade out and slice your throat in some back alley. Like fucking Fort Apache the Bronx.
What a mess.
The chick with the
fucking Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Pam Grier was going to slice my throat or whatever the fuck. I didn't need that shit. This place was a fucking shithole.
Fort Apache.
It wasn't like walking into some nice place and getting some nice broad.
Dude,
you
it's a high
fucking blue collar son of a bitch. You never bought no
I
pussy ever?
never did.
It's a high to give somebody money. It's almost like whenever I have money, the most wonderful thing to do with it is to somehow get me laid with it. So when I hand it to a girl and just know, like, if I pull my cock out, she'll just suck it. It's so dirty and fucking sexy to pull your dick out in front of a girl.
What they say is that it's a crutch, and you shouldn't get used to using that crutch. And I'm inclined to agree with that. I think that you should gain the skill to seduce women and not have to pay for it. Although, to be fair, all relationships are transactional, so you're paying for it in one way or another. Like, the amount of time that you've had to spend to gain that skill set is, in a way, payment. So it's just not paying a girl that her job is to sell herself for money, right? So with the skill set, you're at least able to get a girl that maybe could be a wife or a girlfriend, right? As opposed to, just the bedroom fun, just the one time, just for this amount of money. Again, that's my stance on it anyway.
Like, here's your money.
Just that doesn't do anything for you. Like,
It's just gonna suck it.
Just the feeling of a mouth on your dick, just
Let's say
for a couple of bucks.
But let's say you can get that without the money.
But then they don't just leave after.
There's a price to pay, and it's your life.
If a girl says, "I'm gonna suck your dick," and then amps gray, how do you feel about that? No money needed. But I love it when they have a driver who's waiting.
I don't think this counts.
They got places to be.
But I had a sexcapade with a stripper at a strip club.
Okay.
But I didn't pay her for it.
Doesn't count.
Like,
Nice.
I was slipping. It was like, a few bucks here and there. But then when she was done, we sat at the bar and kind of hooked up.
That doesn't count.
That wasn't paying for sex, but
That's a coup, actually.
Okay.
That's just sleeping with a girl. It's just picking up a girl. That's not really. Although, based on her profession, she's not a wife or a girlfriend, right? But you knew that going in, so it's not so bad, right? Because since you know how to categorize her, you can prevent the major problems that exist from girls like that, which is, they're not a good bet for paternity, right?
That's a great coup.
Kevin from Texas.
Is it a bachelor party?
That's great.
We've heard this many times. Hookers don't get paid to come; they get paid to go away.
Sometimes they do, but sometimes you want.
And there's a lot of people agreeing with you, Patrice. You know, I'm just
being. I know I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but there's a fucking animal side that I'm just trying to have a conversation with, the dude side, and like every dude. Is hookers and pimps, that whole world is interesting to everybody. Every guy wants to know what it's like to be a pimp other than smack a bitch in the face and make her sell her pussy and give you the money.
The psychology
it's the manipulation of having enough mouth game to say, okay, bitch, you give your pussy away for money and then give it all to me. It's an interesting thing. And then women are like always going, Jesus, some struggling, beautiful woman out there is going, I have an asset that is I'm not using for what? This shitty thing called dignity? And she wants to know what it's like to sell pussy. It's such a primitive thing that we tap into. There's no way people don't think about it.
Can you get laid on your own?
What?
I'm just asking. On your own.
On my own?
Yeah, so again, when you say that you've paid for bedroom fun, what you're implying is that you don't have the skill to get it without paying for it, right? That's what they're, trolling Patrice about right now. But of course, a guy that understands women this well should be able to get them, right? Now, maybe because he's overweight, maybe he has a harder time of it, but, if he's persistent, he shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't want...
I'm amazing. It's just like sometimes, like the first time me and my girl did a threesome, she was dancing around it, and God bless the fact that there was a Puerto Rican girl out there that sells pussy, and she's a bisexual, and I called her up and I said, let's get my girl to open up in the direction where she needs to.
Where she needs
Perfect.
So bing bong, coming in, it's in her face, a trooper is born. Now we can go do the square thing. God bless women who want to do that. I don't want every woman to have fucking integrity and fuck up my life. Now, so you guys, what would you describe your...
Yeah, that's right. I don't want every woman to have integrity. it's about right. So what he's saying is, he's just saying that girls, you put them in different categories, right? Some girls are girlfriends and wives. Some girls are not. They're just for bedroom fun only, right? Recreational use only. Now, doesn't mean you can't sleep with them, right? But you don't want to date certain kinds of girls, right? Just because of the long-term negative consequences.
The guy's relationship as?
Well, we really do everything together. We go to the museums.
And where do you live?
clubs.
Where do you live?
In Connecticut.
You live in Connecticut, in Hartford with your family, right?
No. My family's in East Hampton, and I live in Bridgeport. I went to Sacred Heart University.
You live in Bridgeport?
Yes.
That's ghetto.
Actually, I live in the good side of town, next to Fairfield, by the college.
You don't live where the niggas at. You live in the good white people side of Bridgeport.
In the good side of town, right?
The goody gumdrop side.
Yeah.
Where they have a big fucking wall and motherfuckers from the Planet of the Apes are there with pistols
on the top of the wall.
Have you ever have you ever met your family? Big rousing no.
3 years. No. We're worried. Actually, he has met my sister. We've gone out together.
How's your sister feel about him?
She thinks he's fun. He's great.
She likes his energy.
Him. Yeah.
Did you do the energy thing on her sister too?
I don't think so.
You touched her fucking pulse?
I don't think so.
You gave it a Spock hole. She fell asleep.
Yeah. I only do that on certain people.
Energy because I know about his energy.
Reggie, come on, man. Get her, massage her.
Tell him
Is it the best?
Well, I can tell him?
You can tell him.
This is like, say whoever it is, you, me, whoever. See, energy, like a chemistry.
Hold on a second. I'm glad you did bring me to this area. How did you two meet? Because this is a whole nother plane of people. Right. This is interesting. Because one is, it really is a dichotomy, as they say. It's It's like
opposite ends of the
It
spectrum.
really is
Right,
opposite
exactly,
opposite ends of the spectrum. One is very like, you ever see that movie Point of No Return? The
Ooh, I
way
love that
they try to
movie.
teach Bridget Fonda how to be like a lady. That's this chick, and the other chick is Bridget Fonda before.
When she was like a crackhead?
Yeah, when she was a crackhead and was robbing the store. So
Yeah. Now here's what's funny. Okay. Some girls, what they do is this. Some girls, what they do is they have 50 plus chads. They have a sketchy past, right? Then they meet you and they pretend to not be that girl. They change the way they talk. They change the way they act. They change what they say, what they do. But no matter how much they try, they can't hide the bad habits that they've learned living that life, and they come out over time. You need to watch for those. Again, we just call those red flags, right? But these are important things to look out for, because if she was sketchy in the past, then she will be sketchy in the future. As they say, women care about men's future, men care about women's past.
there's the 2 Point of No Return girls is here. One after and one before. How did you guys meet?
I don't know, but Jeffrey and I are both multitaskers, and I am like the woman of many hats, and that is literal.
Why? How? See, this is she needs focus. That's all. How did you guys meet? I'm gonna keep cutting you off here.
We met at a photo thing, and you had slides. She was showing me slides from her pocket. Who shows somebody slides instead of photographs? She was like fucking. She's walking around with slides, holding up to the light, showing me this.
It was a
thing.
gallery. It
was a Peter Beard party.
Beard
No.
Years
That's
ago.
how we met.
We started to talk. And
Okay, let me clear this up.
And I invited you to my naked feathered hat shows.
Here's what I'm trying to get clear. Okay.
By the way, naked feathered hat shows says everything you need to know. That is not a wife. That is not a girlfriend. That's a girl that goes out naked for the attention of many men. You don't date that. You don't marry that. You could have a friends with benefits, though. And that would be a very nice friends with benefits.
Okay, because right now, every time I ask a question, you ever like call a girl on the phone and say, "Hey, what you doing?"
And
this bitch starts telling you what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go to Best Buy. It's like, no, bitch, in conjunction with the pussy I'm trying to get. Now,
tell him, Ivy.
I want to ask her again.
Tell him, Ivy.
Not the fucking dream sequence. I want to know how y'all met. Like the same thing when he went energy, this and that. What was the first initial contact? And how?
The initial contact was him standing next to me.
And it's just the aura thing.
Well, I was talking to a room of people.
Of course you were talking. Go ahead. That's redundant.
And I said to Jeffrey that...
Wait. She was talking to a room of people. Look, another red flag. You see, guys? You see how I can tell? Yeah. That means she's an attention seeker. Attention seekers are not good girlfriends or wives.
That he should come to my next naked feathered hat show.
You see?
And I went into my pocketbook and I showed him my slides. Is that how it was?
Okay,
Probably.
and then what did
What a fucking dumb thing. But we left together. You came with me that night. You got in my car.
Okay,
we hung
let me
out,
ask you a question. If you was to say one was closer to being romantic than the other, which one would be your romantic woman? Either one? Meaning one is girlfriend kinda and one is friend.
Well, they're both on the same level when it comes to that. I mean, it's not, that's a hard question. I don't know how to respond to that.
I guess what I'm trying to get into is
women don't fall into categories. The outside doesn't matter. I judge really by what I feel.
Do you feel you're...
I'm very sensitive to...
You're holding back, Patrice. What are you holding back?
Because he doesn't know what he
Ivy
wants to
hasn't
ask.
told you.
So you want to ask which of these
anything
girls...
about the energy stuff.
Yeah.
You're keeping it to yourself.
Are
He's
you
not a mind
putting your
reader.
energy into either of these girls?
He's fucking both of them.
That's what Erica wants to know.
That's not what's happening. Let me explain to you. The same as there's something
Thank
called
you.
chemistry.
No, you're fucking.
And sexual
You're fucking
energy.
both of them.
Wait a minute.
What is even going on right now? I don't even understand. They're just arguing over some garbage. I don't understand what this is.
That's a good question. Hold on, Erica. Yes, that's the question I'm gonna get to.
That's the question.
Is come on, Jeffrey, talk to me.
No, that's something that we don't discuss. See, yeah, and I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Okay, because the greatest gift that a woman can share, the greatest gift that a woman can give you is to share herself with you.
Time out. Lock the door.
Yeah.
Lock this door. Lock the door so he can't get out.
But
we're gonna beat the shit out of Jeffrey Gurian today. He's gonna get his fucking ass beat for this
bullshit.
bullshit.
I say that. No, there's a reason.
So
why
you're talking
I say
about
that.
you don't kiss and tell. You get some pussy, you ain't gonna snitch on her.
No, I never do.
But why is that snitching though?
Because guys did that all through growing up. They try to outdo each other and try.
Jeffrey,
I don't like.
You
the
should tell me.
competitiveness.
Look,
the competitiveness.
If she wasn't here, would you tell me how it was?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. No, I don't think I would.
You wouldn't even let me smell your fingers, something, Jeff? Just something.
Wow.
No, because I do.
That's how guys
things
get
on a whole
down,
different
Jeff.
level. But maybe I was never part of that. I don't know. It always, even as a kid, it bothered me when guys would do that shit. I'm like,
but what if it's just for us? That's what we do. We share pussy stories, dude. That's what we do.
And women share dick stories.
No, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
But there's a certain point when it's appropriate and certain times when it isn't. It depends on the person. It depends on the person that you're with. It depends on the person that you're with.
I love my girl, but man, we got some good sex shit going on, man. What the fuck would I be? What good would I be as a soldier? We're soldiers. So two soldiers in the bush, right? One motherfucker goes, "Hey man, how'd it feel to shoot that fucking arrow, right?" And he goes, I can't share those things with you. They the enemy, Jeffrey.
Yeah, this whole like I don't kiss and tell thing is stupid. Although there is something interesting here. If you're a guy that's trying to sleep with multiple girls in the same friend group, then don't tell anybody. And this way, the girls, they'll talk to each other about it, but they'll also talk that you didn't tell anyone, right? And because of that, they might sneakily sleep with you even though it might hurt them socially, right? If they knew, if they found out, right? So basically that when the girl knows that you're not the kind of guy that just tells everyone who he's sleeping with, she can feel safer sleeping with you because she's not afraid of hurting her reputation. That's why the kiss and tell thing is important in friend groups. But of course, if you're, with girls off Tinder or whatever, or, random girls that you're meeting at, in public places, at the mall or whatever, then it's different. It doesn't matter.
You're dead enemy. You know what you're doing? You're rolling rogue, man. This is a team play with this shit. You're a rogue.
I don't know.
You're an agent of death.
You know what?
You're by
Let me tell you what. No, I look at... I wrote an article for Penthouse. It was the first pro-women's article that Penthouse ever printed. It was on the cover. And it was called Sexuality and Spirituality.
He gets a lot of pussy, I bet. Because that's
and it was,
time out.
And it was about...
Do you understand? Do you see what's happening? Now, Erica, who... We got gamuts. We got this is a gamut of women here.
Right.
This is a classic model. This is classic big black woman, but she's pretty. Erica's very pretty.
Beautiful.
She's a very pretty woman, and I mean
Absolutely.
not to be validating, but she's a big pretty girl.
Yes, there are pretty big girls out there.
All right, all right, enough of you. And then we got like
there are, but it's rare, right? Incredibly rare. Like most men do not want a girl that's overweight because she's not fit. If she's not fit, she's not a good bet for paternity, right? Because women that are not fit have trouble carrying children to term. They have more trouble anyway. Again, I'm not saying girls with a little bit of fat aren't okay. I'm saying girls that are like you know what I'm talking about. Most men don't want that. And it's not because they're M words or A words or I words. No, that's not why. It's biological in nature. She needs to be fit so she can carry the children to term. That's why. She's not healthy.
Pretty little.
We got
Amy,
we got like Midwest wholesome cute.
Pretty Amy.
That is not who
But
I am.
but it's not who she is, but that's what she looks like.
Okay.
Amy might be like she's a female comic, and they all female comics are a little slutty. In case you ever want to give her a little.
Patrice, that is completely true.
They're all dirty little
I get down.
somethings. They do.
Yeah, and the reason why they are is because they tend to be vulgar. Like, I don't particularly find female comics funny. I just find that they're vulgar. They're rude. And it's not attractive to me. But again, you let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree.
Get down. But they're crazy as a motherfucker. You better fuck them with a witness around, because there's some problems. They all got problems.
That's true. I heard
But she's Midwestern pretty, classic Midwest. And here's like you said, Suicide Girls is all the tatted up Bowery Street girls type of chick, right? Is that a good description of her? She may not be that, but that's her thing.
The category.
You
Her
understand?
persona.
So basically, it seems like every chick right now is starting to get a little moist for Jeffrey. It's magical.
I think me and Erica are not in that category.
Erica, see, this is the thing. Let me tell you, because again, I know bears.
Here we
And
go.
that's Erica. Women like Erica will never go, wow, that's. Women like that go, I bet that motherfucker get a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, okay. We're going to end the video there. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit all for notifications. Drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian On, Tom M. Just click more in the video description. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. And of course, go to my Patreon and subscribe. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. Thank you so much for listening, especially if you took the time out of your busy day to listen to the end. I do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.